I'm Dan Byer.
This is Covino and Rich.
Hey, forget about it.
200 on the under. 200 on the under.
Just two guys with East Coast roots.
I took it back to my East Coast roots.
Come on, do it for Jersey. Let's go.
Walking here, up yours.
Two guys who now feel right at home in LA.
I'm a self-centered kind of guy.
I always use the gym.
Popularity matters.
Maybe two at home.
It feels gross, right?
Live from the TireRack.com Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Covino and Rich.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, broadcasting live from the TireRack.com studio. TireRack.com will help you get there. An unmatched
It's
selection,
the Full
fast
Court
free
Press
shipping,
with
free
Eric
road
Frandsen
protection,
and Jason
over
Walker.
10,000 recommended
to the
installers.
to the show that we're doing right now.
Following the local teams, breaking down the biggest games with in-depth analysis and team interview. Join the show by calling into 435-752-1069 or text 435-339-0321. It's the Full Court Press.
All right. False start. Number 81. That's the year I was born.
Why does it always happen when I come and sub in on the show that you guys just can't get us on air on time?
I think it has something to do with the voodoo you bring in here.
That would sound like a jerk thing to say by me. I'm sorry. But I had to phrase it that way just because.
It's the Full Court Press. J.D. Walker, Ajay in for Eric Frandsen, Jason Walker. Jason doing a little trucking right now. He's making his way back home. We're going to talk to him at the start of the second hour because there's the dead zone that you create from driving from Vegas back up here. There's that the canyon. It's the Virgin River Canyon, I believe.
Yeah, in fact, there's this conspiracy theory that because there's a tire store that is nearby, I think in Nephi or whatever, but this guy puts nails in the road so people get flat tires so to come to his store to get tires. There's a literal conspiracy theory about that. It's crazy. I've never had, knock on wood, I got to drive to Vegas in March, but haven't had an issue with that yet.
Wow, that's kind of start of a scary movie in October. Right? Hey, flat tire. Oh, look, it's a tire shop. Let's go there.
I know. And all of a sudden you see Jason or Freddy Krueger in there.
Yeah, dang, that's all. And all of a sudden your family becomes a buffet. Man, they just took a horrible turn.
Hey, you started it. I finished it.
Hey, so we're going to check in with Jason Walker. It was a Mountain West Media Day down there for the ladies and the men. We can also chime in on this. We'll go ahead and throw it out there. Ajay, the women were picked 9th. In 11th in the conference, and the men were picked 6th. So you can chime in on the Full Court Press, 5452. Ajay needs to be running things.
No. JD, look, listen. Hey, by the way, JD, will you do me a huge favor today?
What's that?
I want you to be my voicemail greeting.
Your voicemail greeting? Okay.
You have. Now, Shania told me that it'd be about $100 per cost per minute that I use you as my voicemail greeting. But I just, I feel like it'd be really beneficial for my,
I'm willing to do that if you get Shania as my agent.
Yeah.
$100 a minute?
Oh, you know who? Oh, man, yeah. Shania. She's the gal at the desk. I call her Shania. I think her name's something else, but I call her Shania. Anyway, she told me that you charge $100 a minute, but I was like, interesting.
$100 a minute. That's the discount rate for you.
Yeah, no kidding.
But we got a lot to talk about today. Last night, we had some high school football taking things in. 244 or 2444. The podcast from the last couple of days. Yes, it will probably be up when Eric and Jason are back. Right now, the patient's running the asylum. So if I were to post the podcast, I would probably
post the wrong one. You'd probably post your own show from another station onto that.
It'd probably be my first air check in radio. Hi guys, welcome to radio. Something like that.
Like bits and pieces of something.
You have a fan following. Do you realize this? The Full Court Press text line just blows up every time.
Stop it.
Just goes.
Not true.
People want you to run things. Ajay 2024. There we go. And then we've got. How come the great, amazing Ajay didn't make it down to Vegas for representing the girls in the Mountain West Media Day? Imagine all the spoils he left behind that he could have won at the craps table.
So I don't play craps. I actually play blackjack. I'm a blackjack guy.
See, that's why we connect.
I played poker once, and this guy across the table looks at me and goes, "Hey, look, you have 2 queens. Congratulations. You're going to lose. Fold right now." And I was scared out of my mind. And I said, absolutely, whatever you need. I had no idea what he had in his hand, but I folded it, so I learned that never play poker in Vegas. So I just play blackjack.
The guy was holding Uno cards.
I guarantee you he's holding something that may have no worth at all. Why I did go to Vegas for Media Day, we had a coaches show yesterday, and then we have a game tomorrow for men's basketball. We have a game Saturday for football, and I'm a little busy right now. So, yeah. No, that's why I'm not in Vegas, but I'll have plenty of chances to meet with the players and coaches throughout the season, so I don't think they're going to miss me too much.
You know, the technology changes all the time. Next year, it might be just beam me up, Ajay. Yeah, just bam. There you go. You're there. Could you imagine that's how you travel for basketball?
I don't know what the cost would be, but absolutely, I'd do it. Absolutely.
I just have to scramble your protons and atoms and everything and rearrange them.
Give me a jetpack, too.
I tell you what, if that technology was available, I'd ask them to slim me down on the mid-size section as I'm going through that. We also have Utah State soccer. You would be hearing the sultry sounds of Stockton Jewkes with us, but he's a little busy. You know, anytime
they're playing like right now, aren't they?
Yeah, 4 o'clock at the Bell, just up the street. You know, we could probably take the microphones with us, but I don't know if the Wi-Fi would extend that far.
Carry that far.
So they've got that, but something I wanted to share about that real quick as I was reading up. We've got an Aggie Iron Woman to talk about with the 89th appearance coming up. With Kylie Olson has become the most tenured Aggie of all time, breaking the program record for appearances in a career. The previous record, Cammie Warner, who played in 88 matches from 2017 to 21. Olson has now played in 91 matches, while graduate defender Alyssa Butters now ranks second all time with 88 games played.
Pretty amazing.
That is a in a day and age in college sports, Ajay, where people are experiencing free agency, you're able to go around and do different things. To have some long tenured Aggies, especially being able to enjoy the success of the program now, it means a lot to the program, doesn't it?
No, it's that's 100% right. No, you hit it head on the nail, and to do that in women's soccer especially, and she's seen a lot of success in that program too. So there's a reason why she's still sticking around there. And I mean, you think about it, like men's basketball, they've had a lot of long tenured Aggies who stayed all 4 years. Justin Bean, Sam Merrill, Brock Miller. And then in football, you've had Jordan Love. Ike Larson will probably be, I think Ike Larson's going to be a 4-year player, but I think it will depend on everything that happens after the year.
This is my campaign for Ike Larson right now. Stay home. I really love this young man. See him around town all the time.
Yeah.
And my son... it's so funny. They're just a couple years age difference.
Okay.
But we'll walk around and we'll be like, hey, Dad, that's Ike. Or that's Ike's car, everything. And so you see it's funny because he's only been here for a couple of years, but he has all this pride now because this kid's local and he's seeing him on TV and everything. And it's like, this kid fist bumped me in the store, and now I'm watching him play on TV. So watching my kids experience that for the first time is kind of cool with local athletes.
That is awesome. No, that's really cool, actually.
So the Ike Larson hype train, stay in town, choo-choo, whatever we have to do to make that happen.
It's going to be an interesting couple of days coming up here, a couple of days after the season's over with.
Yeah, the text line for the Full Court Press open. You can give your thoughts. You can continue to praise Ajay. 9315 wouldn't cost much to send a 5-foot guy to Vegas.
Oh, yeah. Well, at 9315, let's send you up to space.
Space?
No suit.
No suit? Well, actually, it would be better, Ajay, these days. Just send him up there in anything Boeing made. I mean, those odds are worse than Vegas beating you with the house all the time, man. I tell you what. But
hey, you mentioned this, but Media Days come and gone already for Mountain West Conference, and our basketball season starts tomorrow. Exhibition for men's tomorrow night. Exhibition for women's next week. I think it's interesting because Mountain West Conference media and fans will look at the poll. Mountain West Conference media, fans and people will look at the poll and say, well, yeah, Utah State's where they're supposed to be. And then when you ask Aggie Nation, they said, no, we're going to be 1, 2, or 3. And so the expectations from the outside of the valley compared to the inside part of the valley is unreal. It's a night and day difference. For the men's side is what you're thinking. Yes. Sorry, women's, there's one expectation, and they hope to have that fixed. But my guess, though, with this men's basketball team, they're picked 6th. UNLV's picked 5th. That's not going to happen. New Mexico's picked 2nd. That's sure as heck not going to happen. I think San Diego State was picked too low. Utah State was picked too low. I think Colorado State was picked too low. I think Boise State's exactly where they should be. They're the best team on paper right now. The problem with Boise State is that they're good in November, December, January, and February, and they're bad in March. and they always have this downfall late February and into March. And I think that might be a case here. I don't see the Utah State Aggies finishing any lower than, honestly, any lower than 5th, or actually 4th.
All right, 2444 on the full court press text line. I would bet my retirement savings on the Aggies finishing higher than 6th and in men's basketball this season. Can't wait to see the team outperforming expectations again.
Yeah.
I also saw a little bit of sentiment from Aggie Nation online that they said, why not pick us 9th again?
Yeah, that's kind of our lucky thing, isn't it? And I still remember that 18-19 season where they were picked to finish 9th, and everyone said, well, that makes sense. And you had this kid from Portugal who nobody knew of, nobody heard of, and they said, well, he's scrawny, he doesn't look like he knows the game of basketball that well, and he's maybe playing in Portugal, but this is a different game. Nemish Keta turned out pretty dang good and became an NBA player, right? Diogo Brito was a big part of that. Brock Miller, he was not consistent by any means, but was a part of it. Justin Bean became someone out of that. That 18-19 team was really, really good with a couple returners. I think that there's a very similar look to this upcoming 24-25 basketball team for Utah State men's basketball. You got 3 returners, key ones, Mason Faltzlev. You got Ian Martinez, right? You got Isaac Johnson. 3 very key returners. And then you got a good build around him. Drake Allen, going to be really good. Isaac Davis, Alberry, I think is going to be a really key piece of this. They've got some good players built around the veterans that are here. This team, and I'm with 2-4-4-4, this team's going to finish better than 6. I'd put this team in the top 4 easily.
It's going to be interesting to see because, comparing it to football preseason stuff, isn't that funny?
Oh, yeah.
Nobody saw, Notre Dame going down or any of the big teams struggling.
Illinois.
Pardon me. But looking at that, the 2603 has a season prediction for men's basketball and women's basketball. We'll get into that in just a second. I'll handle the second part here. What's the latest with the Pac-12 and making additions? From what I've understood, and Ajay, please chime in if you have insight on this, is that they're kind of in a holding pattern right now with the additions for the Pac-12. They're waiting for the media deal. They're kind of exploring that. What executives are saying, it seems like they're doing almost a fact-finding mission before they go back and we talk to Memphis or some of those other schools. So it seems like things are on pause right now, and I know there's been talk of St. Mary's in the Mountain West and things like that. There's been a lot of rumors, especially with Mountain West Media Day going on. But understand this, the Boise State, the unfaithful 4 that took off first, that came out of the blue. So no news is particularly good news, as I'm thinking. When they want to make another splash, they're going to just make another splash.
You want the latest tea?
What's the T?
2603. I hope you're listening. North Texas looks like they're going to be one of the newest members of the Pac-12. They're in the Dallas metro area, so it's a good area for recruiting. Texas, right? It's a good market. Dallas, it's a big market as well. You need it. In regards to the media TV, I would plan on TNT. The Warner Brothers really, really want something after the NBA is said and done for their broadcast network, and they would love to have nothing more than Pac-12 basketball. Why, you ask? San Diego State, Boise State, Gonzaga is going to be a part of that. And you're talking about Gonzaga going to San Diego State going to Gonzaga, San Diego State coming to the Spectrum, Boise State coming to the Spectrum. That is a very sexy appeal to TNT and the Warner Brother group. And then you use that. And Barkley still wants to stay in the broadcasting thing. He doesn't want to retire and leave. He wants to stay in the broadcasting form. And if you can get something as sexy as a Pac-12, as Gonzaga, San Diego State, and the way the basketball conference is formed, and you use that, how about Ernie Davis hosting a Pac-12 basketball show, just like CBS has done for the SEC in football, just like NBC has done for Notre Dame, just like ESPN does for the SEC now, Fox has done for Big Ten. You could see TNT doing that for the Pac-12 coming up here in a couple of years.
So you see TNT basically going all in
Absolutely.
on the Pac-12.
And I think that's also what becomes an appeal to Memphis. Now, does Memphis bring every single sport over? I'm not so sure. It is a lot of travel for them, especially in the Olympic sport.
I would like the drive-by shooting sports to stay in Memphis. It's one of the capitals of murder in the United States, right?
Can you say that on air?
Yeah, it's a factual thing. It's
Son of a biscuit.
yeah.
Okay.
You got to be. You said they.
Taking a dark turn.
You thought TNT and the Warner executives thought it was sexy.
Movies. Yeah. I was talking, okay, yes, it is a sexy appeal. You're absolutely right.
Well, I'm worried about Aggie Nation. When we go to Memphis, we got to wear some flak jackets to go there.
Good night. All right. Anyway, so I think Memphis could be an appeal basketball wise. I don't plan on Tulane. I don't think Tulane's going to move right now. I think Tulane's going to stay right where they're at. But I think there's a chance that you see Memphis head their way over. They are in that listening stage, like you said, the holding pattern. What else do they got to offer? Can they lower the buyout? Can they lower the the moving fee for them? So if they can get a couple of wants there and the media deal looks sexy, then I think they'll take it. And by the way, you're looking at a very good chunk of change coming in the Pac-12 based on NCAA tournament teams getting in from the Pac-12 conference. You get a split of that cut, right? And then football. I mean, does Boise State continue to dominate and get Group of 5 playoff appearances? You also get money from that. So I think there's a lot of ways that they're going to make really good revenue, and that'll become an appeal to Memphis. And North Texas is an interesting one. I don't like the deal. I don't think North Texas brings a lot of attraction in any way, but really, it's in the Dallas metro area. The market's incredible. I think that's what you would take it for.
I saw a school in Alaska release a press release that said they were interested in both the Mountain West and the Pac-12 if they wanted to come calling, but it was some little community college. But it was hilarious to say.
Go ahead.
It was said, hey, if you want to expand into the Alaskan time zone, come on.
Nice.
Come on.
Well, and so I mean, there's still. I think there's other attractions you got to look at. Grand Canyon's a big one, especially in basketball. That's a really good attraction.
They have a pretty good soccer program too.
Yeah, they do. They have great programs in their Olympic sports. I think,
but it's a private university, right?
That's an issue. Yes, that's an issue. I also think. I mean, Sacramento State, I don't know if I mean, look, they're doing what they can financially to be noticed by the Pac-12. Your basketball games, both men's and women's, would be inside of the Sacramento Kings Arena, which would be kind of a cool experience, right? You get to play inside of an NBA arena.
It'd be the first time meaningful basketball was played there for a long time.
Since 2002. Actually, since ever. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. No, that's actually a really good point. I don't know if there's any other attractions that really stand out right now, but so I would say if you get Memphis, and if you, I don't know, I guess if Sacramento State is attractive, but you need a football school. You get one football school, then you need another one as well. So North Texas brings a football school. I think they bring all their sports, but then you need one more. Where does that one more come from? I think that's where the holding pattern really is kind of in limbo.
I wonder if down the road, I know there's contracts and agreements and all that stuff, but as we see now, rules are meant to be broken. If you're Dan Lanning at Oregon, you can put 12 men on the field, and then the NCAA will come in and change the rules. But, do you see something like Cal or Stanford coming back down the road?
No.
You don't see that?
They're just, look, there's not enough appeal there from their standpoint to say, oh, yeah, let's go play with Boise State, San Diego State.
It's really kind of odd, isn't it?
It's really not. Now, if the ACC does turn into a demise, which is possible, if Florida State and Clemson do leave and go to the SEC, say, then the ACC conference is really, they're looking for help, and they need attractive help because that's a big Power 5 conference, and they don't want to turn into a G5 conference. So who do they get to help? I mean, replace is not the good word, but try and fill some of the gap in the ACC conference to remain a Power 5 conference. And you're stuck in dead water. So, but no, I don't think Cal and Stanford leave in any way, shape, or form from the ACC to the Pac-12.
And then you think about the ACC and the state of that, with Fresno State and Clemson being there. They're saying Fresno or Arizona or Florida State. There you go. Florida State. I'm cross country mixing people up here, but they're not. Of course, you look at preseason projections for them. They were expected to be in the national title contendership, and I don't even think they're rated in the top 50 now. Yeah. They've been falling apart. And then Clemson's one of those programs that doesn't really embrace the new wave of college sports with the transfer portal, NIL, and stuff like that. So a chance for two prime programs to kind of be left a little bit in the dust there out there with the conference realignment and stuff. Ajay and JD Walker on the Full Court Press in for Eric and Jason. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on The Fan.
Have you thought about your furnace lately? Of course not. It's hot outside. Now's a great time to start thinking about replacing it or having it serviced for fall and winter. Advanced Heating and Air will help you get some of the industry's best rebates on a new high-efficient York furnace installed in your home. Or one of Advanced Heating and Air's service professionals can service your furnace for the upcoming winter season. Call today, 752-7272, or schedule a free estimate at advancedheating-ac.com. York, install confidence.
Hi, I'm Jay Broadbent with Alpine Home Medical. I'd like to invite you to learn more about us. Since 1997, we've been Utah's premier one-stop shop for home medical equipment. What sets us apart at Alpine Home Medical is the superior level of customer service. We provide home oxygen, CPAPs, wheelchairs, scooters, breast pumps, and so much more. Come on down and get to know us.
Alpine Home Medical, we bring wellness home.
Visit alpinehomemedical.com.
Did your washer just quit and now your laundry is piling up? If your appliance is broken down, give Daryl's Appliance a call. This is Jay with Daryl's Appliance. We are the only appliance shop in Cache Valley that offers service and sales. That means we have an exclusive, no-stress service call offer. You can apply your service trip fee to a new appliance if you decide you want a new appliance instead. Save time and money with everything under one roof. Servicing northern Utah and southern Idaho at Daryl's Appliance. West on Airport Road. See store for details.
This is Jordan with Primrose Home Care and Hospice, and I'm here with Barbara. Barbara, how did you become acquainted with Primrose?
I had been trying to get another company to come and help me, and I had waited about 2 weeks, and I needed a bath. My neighbor suggested that she would make a few phone calls, and that very afternoon, Mark Stokes was sitting in my front room, and he said, "What do you need?"
Primrose Home Care and Hospice. We're your home team.
Breaking down the biggest games with in-depth analysis and team interviews. It's the Full Court Press with Eric Frandsen and Jason Walker.
All right, in-depth analysis. That'll come back tomorrow with Eric and Jason on the Full Court Press.
What are the in-depth analysis? Or food takes?
Well, they've got all the stuff to break down. I'm kind of saving the goodies for them from the Mountain West Media Day.
That's actually a good idea.
Because I realized yesterday, between you and me, our words per minute is around 10,000 or something. So
sounds about right.
We're doing pretty good. Jay, last night we had some Region 11 action up here, and Westfield came up to take on our Ridgeline Riverhawks. They're undefeated in the season and finished their season undefeated. Congratulations to those guys. 45-7 over Westfield on senior night. JT White, Nate Dolly, and the crew there just knows how to score points. So they're gonna be a buzzsaw for anybody coming to the playoffs. We'll see the RPI posted. I believe Jason said Saturday morning is when we'll find out where. And I think Ridgeline has a great chance to get a bye. I think they're pretty much locked that in. Across the way, we kind of had a heavyweight matchup here. The Bobcats were 6-4, and the Wolves 7-2. The Wolves were able to pull it out. A late field goal by Tanner Holt was kind of the difference with about 5 minutes left. Jack Clark made a comeback at 2:16 with a touchdown and the end of the game, but just kind of not enough there at the end. A great setup between our Skyview Bobcats and the Green Canyon Wolves. So congratulations to the Wolves and to Skyview for a great season tonight. We've got Logan at Bear River at Logan, and it's senior night for those guys. We'll be talking with Coach Nate Butts a little bit later. I had a chance to talk to him. So little Region 11 football, and I was talking to my daughter Audrey. She's a freshman over at Logan. I said, "Hey, you going to the game?" And she's like, "It's not until tomorrow." And I was like, "Oh, sweetheart, you better learn. These games, as we get closer to basketball season, they start showing up on these weird Wednesdays and Thursdays." So
yeah, they do.
If you want to keep up on all the information, CacheValleyDaily.com. So what do you want to talk about now? Besides the fact that just over 24 hours from now, in the spectrum, just a little bit up here, we got basketball coming.
Nah, I'm excited about that. It's and I think the fans, I mean, Aggie Nation, like you listeners, I'd love to hear from the listeners. Like, what are your expectations of Utah State men's basketball? Like, what's your expectations of a team with a new coach, 3 very key pieces of the team returning, coming back and built well around them with Isaac Davis, Alberry. You know, you got Drake. It's a good squad, but what is Aggie Nation's expectations of this basketball team. I'd love for you guys to text in 435-339-0321. Again, 435-039-0321. Text in. I'd love to hear your guys, because my expectations, I try to even kill with everything. Let's see how the non-conference goes. And their non-conference is really good. You get a good Charlotte team coming into the Spectrum. You get Iowa. I think it's a neutral site game. Well, a quote-unquote neutral site game. It's not really a neutral site game. You get Iowa, though, and that'll be a tough contest, as usually is. I think they blow out Weber State tomorrow. I think they run Weber State out of the gym. I would also think that just even in conference play, and the way these conference preseason polls stand out was just absolutely asinine to me, because it doesn't make any sense how UNLV is ahead of Utah State, how New Mexico, who lost Toppin, Mashburn Jr., and House, and they keep Dent, but they think that they're ranked second in the conference. That makes no sense to me. How San Diego State, who doesn't rebuild, they reload every single year, is picked fourth. Boise State's the only one that makes sense to me. Well, no, two teams make sense to me. First and last. Boise State in first. Air Force last. Only two teams who made actually any sense to me at all on the men's side of things.
For me, I'm really learning this year, jumping into the Aggie stuff about 3-4 months ago to step in to do Aggie game day and stuff. So I'm using it as a learning opportunity to get to know the players, the coach, the team. So it's a new experience to me and trying to open up everything. I'm taking it with an optimistic game-by-game approach to watch how things break down and how it goes. I was talking yesterday after the show, game planning a little bit for KVNU's Aggie game day for men's basketball. And we've got a lot of cool stuff set up for you this year, and looking forward to that. So, Ajay, I'm going to be learning as we go and watching, and I have a real hard time, and I haven't learned how to master it yet, to set beside my fandom down. So when I watch a game with Eric in the Mothership's conference room in there on the big TV, and we throw an interception or a fumble or something stupid happens, I'm surprised I haven't knocked out a couple of those glass planes in the windows there. But it's trying to learn to balance that passion and everything up there. So I'm going to wait before I go up to the Spectrum.
Okay, so you think that's hard. Go sit courtside, as a radio broadcast team member, and watch those games. And you literally, and I'm not joking you, when the game's close, I have to sit on my hands and just not move. Freeze myself so I don't react in any sort of a way. And, the first couple of years I was it was really hard to just sit on my hands the whole time, because you want to pump your fist and whatever. Now I've been really good about not reacting at all. When Sam Merrill hit that three straight away to win the conference championship in 2019, I didn't even flinch. Didn't even move. He was oh, cool, hit a three.
You're the GOAT then, because me, I'd be jumping up, I
know, right? But it's so hard. It really is that difficult. So once you get sitting courtside with all that media group, you're gonna learn how hard it is, man. It's difficult, especially on that other side where the media side of that, journalists, Jason Walker, Sean Harrison.
That Jason Walker guy, he's a tough pill.
Man, he's always screaming at the referees. I see him walking down, just screaming at officials, yelling at him,
I hear he meets them out in the parking lot after the games if it doesn't go that way.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah,
that's why he shaved his head to get the intimidation factor.
One time he threw out his half-eaten hot dog onto the court, then blamed it on some fan. No, he's so it's fun, but if you sit on that side of this the arena, you're definitely in any way, shape, or form not allowed to move.
All right, checking out the text line here from 2606. We've got where does Ajay rank on the list of GOAT hosts for the Full Court Press? Well, I'm gonna let that pass to somebody else to go there. I'll let Jason and Eric go ahead and do that.
Let Jason and Eric, and they'll be biased and they'll say I'm dead last. So
yeah, well, I've been kind of reporting back to them, letting them know all your shenanigans.
Here, actually, how would you rank that? I'd put John Russell first. I put John Newbold second. I put Andy Rasmussen third. I would put Mitch Henline fourth. I would put me fifth. Jason Walker sixth. 50 feet of crap. Eric Frandsen seventh.
Wow.
Oh, but I forgot about you and
Oh,
Stockton.
no. Me and Stockton, we're Aggie Game Day hosts. We are just pinch hitters.
Good point.
We're
Great point.
Yeah, we're the pinch hitters that come in and say,
well said.
Hey, what's going on? 5452, curious to know how many players you see playing for this men's team this season. Do you think they'll use a deep bench, or do you think it'll be a pretty tight rotation?
So it's interesting because they have a really deep bench in the backcourt area. They really do. I think you'll see more rotation coming out of that backcourt than you will the front court. It's not really deep, with the big men. I think, Isaac Johnson, Isaac Davis. I think those are two of your main cogs. I don't know. Carson Templeton could get buried. I think he'll see less minutes than he did last year. He's a spark. The problem is just offensively is where the issue is.
So Jason has a preview up on CashValleyDaily.com for the men's basketball team. And also one of the resources we use on KVNU Aggie Game Day is Brian Phillips. He does a lot of stuff on recruiting and in-depth on basketball and football. Big Blue USU AggieNews.com. He's been breaking down some of the stuff, so been using some of his stuff, and he'll be a guest on KVNU Game Day, and also the basketball preview coming up that we'll be putting together. So if you've got some thoughts on the men's basketball, women's basketball, the preseason's prognosticators, that's the word of the day. Do you see where we fit? Number 6.
Hey, I do have one small gripe, and then I guess not one small, but another gripe.
Okay, I'm starting to learn really quick with you, Aj, that any gripe is not small at all.
Hey, that's how we do it, man. Right. I'm not small, neither is the gripe. Mason Faltzler didn't make an all Mountain West team. How did only one Aggie player, and it was Ian Martinez, and that's a good one. How does Mason Faltzler not make an all-conference team? That just, I saw that roster and it just kind of surprised me.
It's something I looked at, and maybe you can answer me this, but I'm pretty sure in football you got 11 players on the field for one side. In basketball, you've got 5. Why is the first team 10 players? Like, I understand.
Yeah, that's kind of different, isn't it?
Sharing the wealth around a little bit to get that, but then to see some of the, who they put in there. Is there anybody you would bounce out of that to add him in?
Oh, dude, that's always a tough question.
Oh, come on. Drop the hammer on somebody.
The hammer, shit.
Let's get rid of those kids from Boise State. Come on. I'm putting him on the spot right now.
Yeah. I'll have to look. I think Fresno State's got a guy on there that I wasn't so sure about. I'll have to look at the roster again, though. Boise State's, all of them are accounted for. I think all of them are really good. San Diego State's got a kid on there. I think UNLV's got a dude. I'd have to look at the rest, but I think Fresno State's got a couple guys on there. One of them I never even heard of.
I think we kind of chose the wrong profession in broadcasting. I see some of the max deals being handed out in the NBA. Like, if I could have just rebounded the ball and, I don't know, grown about 7 more inches, I could have had a career in the NBA.
There you go.
It's crazy, one of those things.
Hey, if Bill Murray can do it, you can too.
Full Court Press text line is 5662. Go to you. The Aggies will be deep this year. Should be a legit 9 or 10 guys deep. Lots of talents, lots of points scored. Hopefully decent defense. Not sure what the record will be. Should finish top 3 in the conference. Have 2 guys on the first team. Weber State is in for a rude awakening tomorrow night. Now,
that's a great text.
I do want to, I understand there is a level of displeasure with Weber State from Utah State fans. I'm learning that.
I don't think there is.
Every time I say Weber State's coming in, somebody says we're going to boat race and we hate Weber State. We can't stand Weber State.
What?
Yeah, well, Stockton, too. I guess he's got beef with the hockey team.
Stockton's got beef with everybody, including officials. Like, come on. No, we do, Weber State, we're cool with. We're like, the brothers. Like, hey, yo, what up, brother from another mother,
And I love the fact that they're coming to do this as a fundraiser.
And we'll go back next year to Weber State and return the favor for them for a charity game.
Yeah, that'd be fun, too.
Which will be really cool. That'll be in early October, middle of October next year is when they'll do that. So that'll be exciting. I think top 3 is a good ranking. I think Weber State is in for a rude awakening tomorrow. I can't wait to see what the defense looks like under Coach Calhoun. Danny Sprinkle was a no-nonsense, no-name defense kind of a guy. The Aggies during Danny Sprinkle's summer did not touch the basketball for 4 weeks. 4 weeks did not touch a basketball. It was defense. That was it. Mason said it was the worst summer of his life. Like, it was brutal. Isaac Johnson echoed similar thoughts to it. They didn't touch a basketball for 4 weeks when he first got here.
16 years old. My girlfriend broke up with me on the last day of school. That was the worst summer of my life. Yeah. I just wanted to throw that in there. She was like my fourth cousin or something, so it worked out for the best, Aj. But, 5662, throw it in. No beef with Weaver State. Cool with them, actually.
Yeah.
Just thinks the Aggies have too much talent.
Yeah.
Aj, I like to throw stuff in there occasionally like that just to, make you think at 2 o'clock in the morning, what is that guy's issue? So, there you go. He's looking at me with a stunned face now, like he's paused. I don't think, has anybody ever in the history of the Full Court Press heard Aj speechless?
Yeah, Eric Frandsen. It's because he said something stupid.
Oh, come on. Eric's not here to beef with you face to face.
Yeah. Well, when we beef. Roast beef.
Roast beef? It's like a trip to Arby's?
Yeah. I love that place.
So the game tomorrow night up at the Spectrum, tickets, you got to pay tickets to get in and everything like that. Go into a good cause.
Yes, you do.
Caps, you can't just run in. You just can't run in and then do it.
What are we doing here?
Come on. I'm trying to hold it together a little bit here. We're talking all sorts of stuff. If the Full Court Press with Jason and Eric is what you like, I guarantee you will love tomorrow because they're going to be back in the hot seats. So Eric is somewhere. I wanted to play the Pina Colada song for Eric, but
yeah, he's in the Poconos for a few days. He's hanging out enjoying that.
And then I wanted to play trucking for Jason Walker because he's just trucking up to get into good cell phone service to judge.
What do you think a car ride? Okay, who would you rather have a car ride with from Vegas? Jason or Eric?
I think both of them.
No, that's not how this works.
I am Switzerland.
No,
you don't understand this.
No, be an adult and answer the question.
Be an adult and answer the question? All right.
You get a car ride home with either Jason or Eric.
All right. I will answer that question coming up next on the Full Court Press.
The convenience and security a Generac backup generator can bring is unmatched. Golden Spike Electric is your local source for Generac sales and service. Act now, and for a short time, take advantage of Generac's free 7-year warranty. Get yours today at Golden Spike Electric, your trusted source for safety and security. Generac keeps you in control. Golden Spike Electric, powering your peace of mind. Online at gsegenerators.com or call 257-3016. They also service other models.
Clean it up and get it out before the snow flies. Don't wait another winter. Let DD Auto and Salvage pay you for that junk vehicle. DD Auto and Salvage makes it so easy and fast to get rid of your junker vehicles by paying you the most money possible. Pickup is available. If you have metal, DD Auto and Salvage in Logan wants to pay you today. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Hey, this is Jarek with Jarek's Fine Jewelry. This October marks our 16th year anniversary. So to celebrate, we want to treat you to an anniversary date. Make it a date night on us. Come engagement ring or anniversary ring shopping at Jarek's Fine Jewelry. We have thousands of designs to choose from, including the newest custom designs. With no strings attached and no purchase necessary, we will buy you dinner at Sweeto Burrito or a sweet treat from Yumberry the entire month of October. Come engagement ring or anniversary ring shopping, and date night is on us. Make it special, make it Jarek's.
Hi, this is Ashley Phelps with LSS Insurance. Is it that time? Time to think about retirement, Social Security, and Medicare? Are you getting ready to retire but need more information? We can help. Come the third Thursday, October 17th at 7 p.m. to our free seminar. Every third Thursday, we provide you the best possible information to make an informed decision. Call 752-9493. Come see us at LSS Insurance the third Thursday, October 17th at 7 p.m.
Northern Utah and Southern Idaho's home for sports. It's the Full Court Press on Sports Talk Radio, 106.9 FM, 1390 AM. The Fan.
This is your hype song when you get up in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Get ready to go.
Dude, once upon a time on the Full Court Press, we were doing a Friday 5 Best. And we did a Friday 5 Best of what is your amp song. Like best in-stadium song, right? So, and the text line was amazing that day. The listeners were so good. I learned so much new music. I took it and downloaded a bunch of songs that I could use to work out to. Oh, it was awesome. Yeah. So that song is one of my favorites. That one. And then someone that brought up a song from Friday Night Lights, the movie, when they're walking into the tunnel or out of the tunnel for the state championship. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there are some good songs.
I want to think that was a Foo Fighters song. Like
No. It was like, it was called New Noise by Refused.
Oh, okay, there you go. I am a music guy through and through. I took and kids, stay in school when I tell you this story. Seriously. I was a sophomore in high school, got an intern at a radio station. It was two ways to happen. I was either going to get arrested for stalking or they were going to give me a job. Well, it was an internship, 2 hours a week. I stayed like 60. And just was taping records, was dubbing stuff in, was doing reel-to-reel spots for them, everything. They're like, hey, let's pay this kid like minimum wage is $3.75. So let's pay him $3.75. And then the dean said, hey, you're working overnights at the radio station and trying to do school. You need to pick one. I'm like, all right, peace out. And he's like, I'm calling your dad. I'm like, my dad just wants rent. So that's the story. And I've been doing it for 30 years.
No joke.
So rock and roll music and country, all sorts of stuff. But over on KVNU Aggie Game Day, one of my favorite parts of getting ready is picking my bump music, what I'm going to play to go in and out of each segment and what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And it's really cool because I can bring in some Pantera. I can bring in some Steve Miller Band, even a little Linkin Park Eminem stuff.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much stuff out there that is so awesome.
The Linkin Park Jay-Z album.
Oh, yeah.
That was good. The Encore album, that was really good. I used to listen to that all the time.
I love the mashup. I wish it was, if you edit it out to make it radio friendly, it's probably like a 2-second song with just the beat. But all the interaction between those two artists and what they produced, one of the greatest hypes to get in. Like
incredible.
He talks about Jordan coming back wearing the 4.5. I mean, come on. That's just iconic stuff there. So, if you got a hype song, I want to know it. I'd actually like to know what the guys get hyped up in the locker room before they head out to the court or stuff.
It's all rap music. I like when you walk by and you can hear them rapping, or you can hear all the rap music. That's all it is. It's nothing. Doesn't really stand out to you.
Well, it may not stand out to us.
It's not catchy. It sounds like crap.
I'm very at the curious, not judgmental stage of my life, Ajay. I'm very much in my Ted Lasso philosophy. That's what my probation officer suggested. So that's why I kind of just chill. So I could say, you kids and your hip hop music, get off of my lawn. But, those kids also like a little AC/DC and stuff like that.
No, but you're right, though. Okay, you know what? But is my mic on? I feel sound weird. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, it sound weird. So maybe it's just my voice. Maybe I always sound weird. I never knew. So text line. Text in. 435-339-0321. What is your, in-stadium favorite song? What is it? So for me, it's honestly the Hey song. I love that.
Da-na-na-na-na. Yeah, I get you.
Hey, yeah, dude, that I get fired up every time I hear that.
What else is it? There's another one that Nana Nana Hey 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 Goodbye.
Goodbye.
When you do this song, hold on here, Ajay. Just give me a second.
What? Oh man, what are you doing here?
I'm good at this stuff. I think I want to find the right one because here we go. I think you'll agree with this one.
Oh yeah.
Anytime you hear that, I know the Aggies play that too.
Yeah, you're speaking my love language. What about More Human Than Human by Rob Zombie was really good. That's a great one. What else is there? Yes. Is this Metallica?
Yep.
Metallica's really good. Yeah. There's some good ones. Foo Fighters, My Hero.
Yeah. This one especially custom ordered for you from 9315.
Tale of the year is here.
Oh, that is not the right one right there.
Wow.
What is that?
J.D. Walker on the board.
Oh, okay. Well, we've got a song that has a commercial in it. I'm going to have to mark that one.
JD's going to narc on somebody. Someone's getting fired.
I just found, 9315 Aqua by Barbie Girl for his secret, hype song.
No.
But I did go to play it, and it's
but okay, I'll say this. Aqua's My Oh My song is awesome. I love My Oh My, do you really say goodbye? That's a good one.
All right. We've got 0366. Jay, I thought your favorite hype song was the Barney theme song, I Love You.
No.
You love
How
me.
dare you? No. Absolutely. Dude, quit getting thoughts into J.D. Walker's head. Everyone stop right now.
So we've got so much stuff coming up tonight. We're going to talk with Jason Walker coming up at the top of the hour. We're also going to talk, we got Utah Hockey Club to talk about. They picked up a loss last night in the shootout.
But they got a point out of it.
You did. They did. And I think we need to have, you know what, let's have a little class because I saw some confusion. How do you, in hockey, get a point for losing, right?
Yeah.
So I will explain this. Do you want to explain?
No,
it?
you're the hockey.
Be my guest.
Or where's Greg Roper? Greg Roper's a hockey expert, and hockey should be talked about more, and hockey's not talked about enough on the radio.
You know what? I'm kind of figuring out when I told everybody AJ was in today. I walked into a media and said AJ was in today or yesterday, and everybody had different responses to you. And now I completely understand
none of them
why.
are good. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, the wanted poster at the front door. Don't let this man in.
Sanjay Alverton, if he comes in, let him out.
I'm going to check up and see if we can get a USU soccer score real quick on that.
That's a big game for them, by the way. I mean, after coming off a tough loss against Colorado State, needing to find the momentum here where they're about to enter in the second half of the season before they get to the Mountain West Championships. So the soccer team just needs to get back to playing with a little bit more swag and some confidence. What do we got?
Well, they got some swag. 2 minutes into the game, Alex Day decides to give them the 1-0 lead. So Aggies are up right now.
That's good.
And at USU Soccer on X, they're actually talking about music too. It's time to vote for your song of the day. Which one? They give us Cruise, Sunflower, or All Star. I know the Post Malone collection was Sunflower, but I don't
think... say no to all of them?
Yeah, I think we'd want to play something a little bit bigger. A little bit better than that.
It's a horrible selection.
Like Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. I think that's a good one, right?
Actually, no. Yeah, that one still jams. Yeah, that one's still all right. My Heart Will Go On. Yeah, I'm okay with that one.
So if you've got a hype song for sports, we'd love to hear it. And let me know who you would like to hear. We've got several coming in. The Barney theme song. Also 7994. I like to hear AJ speechless. It's better than listening to a mispronounced word like pandemic.
Look, no, listen, we didn't know what it was either, okay? So everyone was mispronouncing it. All right, so don't blame me.
9315, yes, I'm going to agree with you a little bit here.
What's this?
Little AC/DC, Who Made Who?
Never heard this.
Never heard AC/DC?
No, I've heard AC/DC.
Yeah.
I've never heard Who Made Who.
And then 5662, I'm going to agree with you. This one, this is one of the greatest intros of all time.
Oh, is this Hell's Bells?
It is.
Oh, God, this one's so good.
And closer for the San Diego Padres back in the day, Trevor Hoffman, he was kind of lights out in the 90s. He would come out to this. And every time I saw it, like, he's walking out, and it's like...
You knew you were done.
Yeah, your life's over as a baseball player.
Yeah,
so, oh, man, I love the hype songs that we get in.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Oh, man, we need more of these songs. People send in your hype song. Like, what's your best... or most favorite in stadium song? That was a good one.
Yeah,
I have to go home and listen to that now.
Yeah, hit us up on the text line. We're going to take a quick break here on the Full Court Press. We'll be right back on The Fan.
Ski season is coming, which means Season Ski Rentals. This is Mark at The Sportsman, where we have over 20 years of season ski rental experience. We rent to kids and adults. Come in to get season ski rentals for your entire family. We like to wait a little later in the fall because there is a chance your kids might grow out of their boots by the time ski season actually rolls around. Starting at $69.99, you will get the right gear for your kids to ski this year at The Sportsman on Main Street in downtown Logan with tons of parking in the back.
Retirement. Are you ready? Adams Wealth Advisors specializes in preparing you for a secure retirement. There's no reason to feel frustrated. The team at Adams Wealth will create a personalized plan that includes timing of retirement, reliable income sources, Social Security, estate planning, and more. Adams Wealth Advisors has a team of CPA, certified financial planners, Social Security experts to help you plan and retire with confidence. Call today, 752-1702, or visit adamswealthadvisors.com. That's adamswealthadvisors.com. Your dream retirement starts here.
Since 1896, couples throughout Utah have shopped S.E. Needham Jewelers for their diamond engagement ring. We offer our integrity price guarantee on a beautiful selection of unique, high-quality diamond engagement rings. Gals, you'll love our rings, and guys, you'll love our prices. We price our diamonds at internet pricing. Review the web and come see, hands-on, our beautiful selection. Shop and compare. Get S.E. Needham quality at internet pricing, where Utah gets engaged. S.E. Needham Jewelers, middle of the block, at the sign of the clock.
Now here's a concept. You earmark 1/3 of your profits to go back into the community, to local charities. Dex Imaging does that. My name is Anthony Wagoner, and I'd like to share with you what I know about Dex, the company that acquired Valley Office Systems. Dex Imaging is committed to continuing quality customer service while raising the bar to become a strong community partner. Join us in creating the brightest image for tomorrow. Contact us at deximaging.com.
The Full Court Press. Connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, and online at 1069thefan.com.
Helps if I turn the microphone on to talk, AJ. This one for 0366. Yeah, I agree. Europe with the final countdown?
Oh.
Come on.
Yes.
Days get shorter, temperatures get colder. Be prepared to stop at your local Napa Auto Parts. If your battery is more than 4 years old, stop in. They can test it before you leave you stranded in the cold. If you need a new battery, they'll help you install it. Be prepared for cold weather, snow, and help from your friends at Napa's locally owned Preston to Providence Napa Auto Parts.
It's Napa Auto Parts. Yeah,
From
dude.
Preston to Providence.
Oh, man, this song. This is a good song.
That's a jam, right?
Oh, hey, what's the other one? I was just there at the Rocky statue. Oh, Rocky. Eye of the Tiger.
It's the Eye of the
That's a
Tiger.
good one.
So what's your hype song for the sporting events, basketball, get you ready, stuff that you hear in the stadium? We're taking your text right now on the Full Court Press text line. And that was Eye of the Tiger, right? Rising up. Yeah, see,
Yes,
I gotta make sure I'm clicking the right things here. All right, here we go.
As long as you don't play another commercial. Oh, yes.
As long as I don't play another commercial.
Come on.
Don't. Yeah, this kind of gets you fired up.
What do you mean kind of get you fired up?
Well, this is like a 6 or a 7.
What?
Yeah.
Eye of the Tiger is not a 6 or a 7.
Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger is like an 8. How dare you? How dare you?
Okay, when we're talking about hype songs,
Eye of the Tiger. How do you knock out? What are you listening to these days? Oh, man.
So if you want to get in yours, here we can do this one too. I like this one. By the way, if you are listening, Utah State Soccer up 1-0 in their match today. They are playing at the Bell right now. My partner in crime, Stockton Jewkes, up there making the call and trying to find this next one for you. This one's kind of big. And it comes in from 7994. Tell me what you think. Is this one of the big hype songs? I'm trying to get Survivor to talk here.
Oh, no, this is the same song you were just playing.
Yeah. How about this one?
You know what? No, because you disrespected Rocky. I'm going to say a 3.
Well, Ajay won't be joining us for the rest because you talk smack about the Ozman. You don't talk on my show ever. Yeah,
started it.
Yeah, I turned it off.
You started it.
I did. But getting your hype songs coming into the Full Court Press text line. We're going to check in with Jason Walker. He's somewhere. I think by now should be in southern Utah. So he's back from the dark side. So hopefully he's doing all right out there. We've got football on tonight. Logan and Bear River. You can check out that on CashValleyDaily.com. I believe that will be over on KVNU when it kickoff time tonight at 7 o'clock. 5452. I'm trying to find it right now. If I can find it for you, I will.
What was his song?
Master of Puppets. That's a 10.
Oh, man.
Master of Puppets is one of those big ones.
That's like a 2.
Yeah.
Master of Puppets doesn't get you fired up. It gets you ready to go out and go do a mosh pit. Doesn't get you fired up, though.
All right. To go back to the GOATs of the Full Court Press host, I'll do Ajay's list, but at 5, I'll do 10,000 Miles of Crud. And Eric Frandsen and Jason, of course, are on the other side. And then I'm going to send over a life raft for you, but I'm going to poke some holes in it. So just heads up. Don't mess with me on metal, man.
I'm just saying, that's not a hype song. That's a song that you go and get to a mosh pit or something like that. That doesn't hype you up.
All right, I want to go give it.
Piranhas. I'm sorry.
Gabe and Inges.
I'm sorry.
I want to give the big guys up front on the offensive and defensive line. I want to play Master of Puppets, and then I want to send them out there against the Lobos so they rip their heads off. Do you see where we're trying to go with this?
Nobody would feel that.
Nobody would feel.
No one would feel rage or hype or anything. They'd be like,
if Jordan Vincent hears Master of Puppets, he's taking somebody's head across the middle. Come on, man.
If he hears Eye of the Tiger, he's getting a pick 6.
Okay. All right. Well, Ajay's hype song. Yeah, come on, man. 5452. I got.
Come on, man. Let's have some dignity, okay?
Well, dignity. Okay, we'll try it, but that's not something that usually comes in spades here on the Full Court Press, especially when I'm hosting. We're going to take a quick break. We got Dan Patrick Above the Noise coming back. Going to connect with Jason Walker and have him join this madness that is going on right now on the Full Court Press. What else we got up tonight? We've got Utah Hockey Club to talk about, and we'll keep you up to date on women's soccer. That is all coming up here on the Full Court Press. I'm JD Walker, Ajay in for Eric Frandsen, and Jason Walker will be right back.
I'm Dan Patrick, and this is Above the Noise. The Steelers were the most aggressive team this offseason in terms of improving the quarterbacking position. Not only did the team sign 9-time Pro Bowler Russell Wilson, but the team also went out and traded for Justin Fields. With Wilson now healthy enough to play, Pittsburgh may be facing an interesting decision. Wilson was considered the team's QB1 all throughout camp, but after his injury, Fields took over. Now, he hasn't lit the NFL world on fire, but he hasn't been terrible either. The young QB has produced 11 touchdowns combined through the air on the ground and a 66% completion rate. Not to mention, he's only tossed 1 interception. Patrick Mahomes has recorded 6 touchdown passes, 6 interceptions this year. The stat comparison is far from apples to apples, but after leading his team to a 4-2 start, you have to wonder how long Wilson's leash will be in Pittsburgh if he does manage to win that job going forward. I'm Dan Patrick, and this is Above the Noise. We all know DraftKings Sportsbook makes watching football games even better. Well, now DraftKings has made their app even better with great new features like their withdrawal tracker. It shows where your money is every step of the way. When you make a withdrawal, it promptly tells you that it's processing. Then the moment your money is headed to you, and then right when it lands in your account. So you never have to wonder, am I going to get paid? It's like the tracker on your food delivery app, but instead of cold pizza, you're getting cold hard cash. DraftKings. We get you, so we got that. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for eligibility terms and responsible gaming resources.
Days get shorter, temperatures get colder. Be prepared with a stop at your local Napa Auto Parts. If your battery's more than 4 years old, stop in. They can test it before it leaves you stranded in the cold. If you need a new battery or some new wiper blades, they'll even help you install them. Pick up a 50-pound bag of Blue Heat Ice Melt for $10. Be prepared for cold weather and snow with help from your friends at your locally owned Preston to Providence Napa Auto Parts.
It's live. My wife is putting in to do watch football. It's the Dan Patrick Show.
In the right offense, he can be that player.
Bringing sports and life together.
Man, I love doing this job.
Weekdays at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio.
Strikes, whether it's a flood, fire, mold damage,
what?
Blue Sky will clean up, repair, and
to find FS1 on your television.
Like no disaster is too
Go to
big
foxsports.com
or too small.
for
all your
details.
restoration needs, you can trust our Blue Sky team.
The NFL.
Touchdown!
On Sports Talk Radio.
I've been waiting a long time, for this moment.
KLGN Logan, 106.9 FM, 1390 AM. The Fan.